Imagine looking up at the night sky to see the moon growing larger every day, inching closer to Earth. What would happen if the moon, our celestial companion, veered off course and collided with our planet? How would the impact affect the delicate balance of life in the natural world as we know it? Today, we'll explore the terrifying scenario of the moon colliding with Earth and the catastrophic consequences for nature and humanity. The moon plays a vital role in maintaining balance on Earth, influencing tides, weather, and even the planet's rotation. If the moon began moving closer to Earth, the first signs of disaster would be tidal chaos. Ocean tides, already controlled by the moon's gravitational pull, would become increasingly extreme as the moon approached. Coastal regions would experience devastating flooding as waves grew larger and more unpredictable. Entire cities located near oceans would be submerged as tides became uncontrollable forces of destruction. Earthquakes would increase in frequency and intensity as the moon's gravity began to distort the planet's crust. Tectonic plates, already in a delicate balance, would shift violently under the strain of the moon's pull. Volcanoes, triggered by the increased gravitational force, would erupt in massive explosions. Ash clouds would fill the skies, blocking sunlight and plunging the planet into darkness. These eruptions would release enormous amounts of carbon dioxide and sulfur dioxide, accelerating climate changes. As the moon came closer, its gravitational effects would also destabilize Earth's orbit. The planet's tilt, which controls the seasons, would shift unpredictably, causing erratic and extreme weather patterns. Glaciers and ice caps would melt rapidly under the combined pressure of rising temperatures and tidal forces. Sea levels would surge, displacing millions of people and wiping out habitats for countless species. Nature's delicate balance, fine-tuned over billions of years, would begin to unravel at an alarming pace. Wildlife would be among the first to feel the effects of this apocalyptic scenario. Aquatic life, reliant on stable tidal patterns, would struggle to adapt to the new and chaotic conditions. Entire ecosystems, from coral reefs to mangroves, would collapse under the stress of changing water levels. On land, animals would face habitat loss, food shortages, and increased competition for dwindling resources. Many species would be unable to adapt quickly enough, leading to mass extinctions across the globe. As the moon continued its descent, it would enter Earth's atmosphere, creating even more devastation. The moon's sheer size and mass would generate intense friction, causing it to break apart into massive fragments. These fragments would rain down on Earth, creating impact craters and releasing enormous energy. The collision of these fragments with the planet's surface would trigger fires, tsunamis, and atmospheric shockwaves. Entire forests and grasslands would be incinerated, leaving behind barren landscapes and scorched earth. The main collision, when the moon's core struck Earth, would unleash unimaginable destruction. The impact would release energy equivalent to billions of nuclear bombs, vaporizing everything in its vicinity. The force of the collision would send massive amounts of debris into the atmosphere, forming a thick dust cloud. This dust cloud would block sunlight for years, plunging the planet into a prolonged period of darkness. Photosynthesis, the foundation of most food chains, would cease, leading to the collapse of ecosystems. Earth's crust would crack under the sheer force of the impact, releasing molten lava across the surface. The collision would disrupt the planet's magnetic field, exposing the atmosphere to harmful solar radiation. Oceans would boil away, leaving behind vast, desolate basins filled with toxic gases. Temperatures would plummet as the dust cloud reflected sunlight back into space, creating a global freeze. Life as we know it would no longer be able to survive in these extreme and hostile conditions. Humanity, too, would face its end in this catastrophic scenario. Cities would crumble under the force of earthquakes and tidal waves, leaving no safe havens for survival. Infrastructure, food supplies, and communication networks would be destroyed in the chaos. Even underground shelters would be unable to withstand the prolonged environmental changes. The few who managed to survive the initial destruction would face starvation, disease, and toxic air. The natural world, shaped by billions of years of evolution, would be unrecognizable in the aftermath. Mountains, valleys, and rivers would be replaced by vast plains of ash and molten rock. The diversity of life that once thrived on Earth would be reduced to a few hardy microorganisms. Over time, the Earth might recover, but it would be a completely different planet, starting life anew. This apocalyptic event would mark the end of the complex ecosystems that have supported life for millennia. In the larger cosmic context, the collision would send shockwaves across the solar system. Debris from the impact would form a new ring around Earth, similar to the rings of Saturn. These fragments would reflect the catastrophic history of a once thriving planet. The collision might even alter the orbits of nearby planets, creating instability in the solar system. The Moon, once Earth's constant companion, would become a distant memory of what was lost. This thought experiment is not just about destruction but also a reminder of the delicate balance that sustains life. The Moon is more than a beautiful presence in the night sky, it plays a vital role in Earth's stability. Without it, tides, climates, and even the length of days would be vastly different, affecting all life on the planet. The possibility of such a catastrophic event highlights the interconnectedness of celestial bodies and life on Earth. It's a sobering reminder of the fragility of our existence and the need to protect what we have. What if the Moon collided with Earth? It would mark the end of nature as we know it, leaving behind a world of chaos and destruction. This scenario serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of balance and harmony in our universe. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the unimaginable. Until next time, cherish the beauty of our planet and its relationship with the Moon, a bond that has shaped life for billions of years.